Go ahead, Steve.
I appreciate that. And I wanted to discuss crime as well. There seems to be, I don't know, a growing disconnect that, are we still in this, perfect storm that you like to discuss when we talk about crime? We're still seeing some alarming numbers. I know the March crime stats of 2020 may not be comparable because we were in a very different reality in March 2020. But, it seems like there's this kind of disjointed message coming out. I saw a tweet from Commissioner Shea talking, kind of linking the decrease in prison population with the increase in crime. Your press secretary put out a tweet kind of rebuking that. So we're seeing this disjointed message. It seems like you and the commissioner aren't on the same page on a really core policy topic here. And people seem to be, looking for answers on the crime numbers right now. What kind of reassurances can you give them that there are fresh approaches happening here?
Oh, there's absolutely fresh approaches happening because that's what we do. I mean, that's what the NYPD has always done. That's what we do here. We're all working together, the same goal. Look, a couple of things that are really important here, Steve. It's a really good question. I thank you for it. First is to remember, our court system is not functioning right now, and that is making it bad for everyone, and we need to bring our courts back. And I'm asking everyone, please. This is something the state of New York has to do. We don't run the courts. The state of New York needs to bring back our court system. We will do everything we can to help them with the health and safety measures. Obviously, there's more and more vaccination happening. Everyone's eligible now. I've said we should have dedicated vaccinations for jurors and court officers, folks that work in DA offices, whatever it takes. But the central problem right now is that there's not a functioning justice system that allows everything else to work, and we need to bring that back. I think you made a really important point, Steve, that you can compare statistics, but it doesn't really tell you much if you're comparing against the extraordinary, aberrant reality of March last year when we went into just a horrible, hellish situation. What we need to look at is what has worked previously when we've had challenges with gun violence, what has worked. And what has worked, CompStat brought us back from the horrors of the 1990s, much, much worse than anything we've seen now. The kinds of numbers we're seeing now, they're unacceptable. We will turn them around. They're not that different than some of what you saw during the Bloomberg years, but we turned them around. We will use every strategy to get guns off the streets, to reduce the shootings, to glue things back together, and it really does matter, getting the court system going, getting the economy going again, getting kids back in school in large numbers in September. All of these things are going to turn the tide. So it'll take a lot of work, but there's going to be an absolute spirit of innovation and applying all the tools we need. And very, very important to recognize, in the middle of all this, the NYPD has had the highest number of gun arrests we've seen in 25 years. So they're out there doing the job, getting the guns off the street. We're just going to do a lot more of that going forward to get this right. Okay, everyone, look, as we conclude today, remembering we've got a long road ahead, and we will come out of this crisis. But what is so powerful to see is New Yorkers coming forward, helping each other, helping to bring this city back, and getting vaccinated. So today, we're able to tell you over 5 million vaccinations from the beginning, a lot more to come. You want to bring your city back, go out and get vaccinated. We need you. We have more and more vaccination centers than ever. It's easier than ever. It's free. Get vaccinated and participate in the comeback in New York City. And it's going to be an amazing story what happens in 2021. We need everyone to be a part of it. Thank you, everyone.